use the portal. Today I want to talk about how to get things by just thinking about it ahead of time. I guess it's kind of like manifesting it by picturing the actual how it will go about and how things will work out in a certain scenario. Kind of like creating the reality before the reality. I want to talk about creating your own reality by kind of picturing the reality in the future of what's going to happen and literally feeling the way you will feel then, and things will be said or done, etc. in some way, in some form, and then having that literally come to reality when that day actually comes. So this is like, I was just telling this to this girl earlier, her name is Caroline. She has an appointment like next week at a job interview. So I was just telling her that on your job interview, pretty much when you go there, just you can already feel what's going to go down and how things are going to turn up. And I already kind of like think of the words like, hey, you got the job, or hey, you have to qualify for everything. I think of the keywords that are going to be shared and spoken of and actually be kind of like mentioned in that day. And then just picture yourself like when you're exiting the building, that office where you're being interviewed at, just feel the same way that you will feel now, and just kind of like feel already happy for that moment, like in the future. And by feeling that way for the future, then when that moment comes, the gears will go in such a perfect way that it'll really create that last outcome that you're extremely happy. And I was also telling her that even if, let's say, there's another candidate that also has the same potential that you do, and the interviewer has to kind of make a choice, the fact that you have this reality already pre-created before even getting there, that day coming, then you literally will be given a chance, because you'll kind of get by having the higher energy, you will kind of get the job first than the last person that you was just hoping, because your energy will override the outcome by the reality that you would create now for the future. I was telling her just kind of like this just came to. It's kind of like a Microsoft Word or a Photoshop. When you're working on something, like stop editing and editing. Actually, it's probably a better Photoshop, or even like a paper. Stop editing, like whatever you want to like do, or whatever you want to just do, like whatever you construct, compose, if it's writing, construct, create with Photoshop or anything else, After Effects, anything. Once you finish that project, just let it go, and that project will look beautiful. Stop going back and editing, and that's kind of like the analogy that I was using with her, saying once you make up your mind of how you want that day to go about, like that reality when it comes, that day, that your big day, your interview with this House of Blue Skies, then just save that file and just like put it away and don't think about it, because you already have created that reality. Because if you keep editing that file over and over again, going back to it, you're never going to really actually allow that file to be submitted in, and for the universe to actually work its magical gears to get that thing for you. So that's what I'm telling you, and she's like, wow, that's a really cool analogy. I was like, I know, it just came really naturally from my inner being, so I kind of showed you guys. So pretty much, so just one more time. So when you do want something to happen in your life, this is just the analogy I was using with the Caroline, all you do is pretty much you want to create your own reality in your head of how you will feel that day, of how things will go around, of what the words will be used, how things will turn up in your head, and you feel like emotionally happy about it. That's like tapping in the emotional side of that day. And once you feel that way, and when that day comes, you'll literally like, that's the same exact things will happen literally. I mean, it'll be scary, awesome, cool way, and those things will actually take place. And then you might even get everything so identical that like you will literally have the outcome ready for you even before even stepping into the office. That's how cool it is. So the way it is so you want to picture that like kind of like you're working on a photo file in Photoshop or Microsoft Word or anything. So you want to like create that thought. So you want to create that reality. Create that picture, create that whatever you're creating, and save that. Once everything's created and the way you want the outcome to look, save it. Like you will save a file. Before closing the application and just finishing up a project. So just like that, just save that reality that you just created emotionally, and just like let it go and just kind of like put it away. Don't archive it, but just put it away. So and then when that day comes, everything will happen just the same exact way. But the one thing you don't want to do is go back, and this is not don't want to do, is go back and keep editing, because then you're literally not allowing your thoughts to actually be processed by the universe and be heard of for your reality to be created, aka that parallel reality. I will talk about that parallel reality in the future. But for now, that's about it. Thank you for watching. This is Ari Gotos of Energy, and always love, peace, and namaste. That's a cut. It's a wrap.